Yes.
All right. Hi, McKenna.
Hi.
It's good to see you again. So we've been here for 3 weeks now doing our therapy, but I just want to remind you of the confidentiality agreement that we have.
Okay.
If you're going to hurt yourself or someone else, and or if someone that you know is being harmed, I have an obligation to tell.
Okay.
You okay with that?
Yes.
All right. So let's get started. So 3 weeks now, and you have chronic pain, and we discussed about you going to yoga, doing something just to get your mind off the pain. Did you do that this week?
Yes.
And how did it go?
Well, okay.
Okay. Did you meet any friends there? You know, did you just stay kind of by yourself? And
Stayed kind of by myself
why is that?
because I have anxiety towards people.
Okay. Is that because of the pain, or is that because
Yeah, because of the pain.
of the pain? So you just don't want anyone to know?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Understandable. So since we did that, let's do this week. Let's try to do something on the lines of figuring out why we have anxiety and why we don't like people. Maybe different ways that we can take that anxiety and go to yoga and maybe make some friends. So let's try that. Why do you think you have anxiety? What's the reason for that?
Because I get scared around other people.
Is that due to just something in your head, or is that like because you don't want anyone to know about your chronic pain
Yeah.
or chronic pain?
Yes.
Okay, so remind me again what happened to you that you have this chronic pain.
I hurt myself
Okay,
and I just
car accident, right?
Yes, car
okay.
accident. Yep.
And then, so you've had this pain for the past 3 years.
Yes.
Okay, and being a young person, it's hard
it's
and
hard,
embarrassing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, let's see. If you go over to a person in yoga, just walked over until yoga started, could you walk over to a person and introduce yourself right now at this particular moment?
I mean, I could, but I'm not.
And why won't you do that?
Because I don't want to tell anyone about my pain, but I'll try it. I think.
You're going to try it?
Mhm.
Okay. And what happens if that person is going to be like, ew, no? What would you do?
I would just
Would you leave the class? Would you
probably leave the class.
probably leave the class?
Yes.
Okay. All right. But that's just one person. So do you think that you could maybe be like, okay, fine, you don't want to talk to me. Let me go over and introduce myself to somebody else.
Yeah, I could do that.
Okay. And what if they said the same thing? They were being rude and didn't want to talk to you.
I would probably walk away too.
Okay. And you would stay in the class and just be by yourself in the corner, or you would leave?
I would leave
Okay. And why do you think that is?
because I just don't like it. I don't like being around people like that, and I think that I don't know.
You don't like people that are rude?
Yes.
Okay. But does that just because they're rude, does that mean that you need to go away and not get your fill of yoga for the day?
I mean, yeah, that's true. Yes.
Yes, it's true. Explain more.
Because I think I need to be closer on my surroundings towards people not just because of my chronic pain.
Right. Okay. So if you did go to yoga and you met someone that was nice and courteous, if they asked you, McKenna, why are you in yoga? Would you say it's because of my chronic pain, or is this something I'm trying today?
Something I'm trying.
And why is that? Why wouldn't you tell them about your chronic pain?
Because I don't want them to make fun of me about my chronic pain. So I'd rather just talk to them about me and leave out the chronic pain.
Okay, so what is so embarrassing about your chronic pain? Telling someone your age that you have chronic pain. What is so embarrassing? What makes that embarrassing?
I just don't like telling people about my information. Doesn't need to know. Some people don't need to know about that car accident that I had.
Okay, but the car accident was so long ago, wasn't your fault, and things happen to people. And usually people are going to be a little bit more understanding when they know, well, I can't do something because my back hurts. I can't do something because my anxiety. And if you told someone that at yoga, that would just make you uncomfortable?
Yes.
You think that that's something that you could eventually fix?
Probably.
Okay. All right. Now, let's see. Let's go through doing something else instead of yoga this time. let's go to, because yoga is very, did you find it relaxing, and
I mean, yeah, sort of.
why didn't you find it relaxing?
Because I felt like I was more thinking about my chronic pain than anything than just being relaxed.
Okay, so you need to somehow get into the mindset of, let me be in the moment and not think about
Other things.
other things.
Okay.
So how do you think that we can get you there?
Maybe doing something else.
What do you think about maybe going to like an art class, for instance? Do you think that would?
I think that would get my mind off the accident, yes.
And how do you think that would help?
I think it would be good because it's an art class and I enjoy art,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't really enjoy yoga, so I think it'll be much better. That way I can interact with other people too.
Okay. And would you interact, or would you, the first time, would you interact, or would you sit there and just do your artwork?
I think at first, I would just do my artwork and then maybe a little bit get to know the other people, then I would eventually, interact.
Okay. And then what are maybe some other things that you think you could do besides art and yoga? We found out that you don't like yoga, and we found out that maybe art is going to be your thing. Now, what happens if art is not your thing? What do you think we could do?
Maybe going to a game.
Like a baseball game, a football game?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a lot of people, though, and those chairs are not comfortable, so how are you going to...
Sit on the ground.
You're going to sit on the ground at the baseball game. Okay. And this is popular sports game? So I don't think that's going to work for you. I think, honestly, you're going to be in more pain than you got there with.
Okay.
So maybe let's try something else. What else do you think we can do for you?
Maybe going to a grocery store.
Okay. Can you go to grocery stores by yourself right now for long periods of time?
Kind of.
What do you mean by kind of?
I have to hold a cart though.
Okay. So you could maybe go to the grocery store this week by yourself because you have the cart there.
Yep.
And then you could get all your groceries and everything that you need and not have a problem.
Yep.
You think so?
I think so.
Okay. So why don't we try to do the art class this week? There are many different areas that you have the wine and paint and stuff, and you could get a Groupon or something and do that. Are you going to take somebody with you, or you're just going to go by yourself?
I'll probably go by myself maybe this time, and then once I get a feel of it, I'll probably take someone with me.
I want you to actually do the opposite.
Okay.
Okay? I want you to actually go to the place, bring one of your closest friends, someone that knows that you have this chronic pain, somebody that knows that you're embarrassed, somebody that knows your anxiety, somebody that knows you.
Yes.
Because this is a place where adults do drink. We'll try to find you something that is not in that area, but if we can't, some adults, it might be too much for you to take for your first time. So we're gonna have you go with a friend this time, and then the next time, if you liked it, we're gonna have you go by yourself.
Okay.
And see how that works out for you.
Okay.
Okay. So now, let's go into a little bit of a deeper thoughts and negative thoughts of why are your thoughts so negative? Why do you think that you are so apprehensive to tell people about your chronic pain?
I just don't want them to judge me because, everyone, I guess some people have chronic pain, but, I just think this one is sort of overboard. I just think that, I'm going through too much, and I just don't want some people knowing about that. And I get it. I don't think telling people about my personal stuff,
I understand that, but this is something that happened to you, something that we can't control, you can't control.
Yeah.
It is something that is there.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to deal with for the rest of your life. So, if you can't, say, go up the stairs today because it's hurting and you need to take the elevator, but all the people that you're with are like, why is she being lazy? Would you get negative thoughts like, oh, they think that I'm lazy? Is that where you're going? Or are you going, I just don't want anybody to know that I got hurt?
In between.
In between? What is worse? Is it worse having people know about your chronic pain or having people think that you're just lazy and you don't do anything?
Think about being lazy.
That's your issue?
Yes.
Okay. So let's say a typical day for you. What do you do?
Sometimes I stay home, watch TV.
Okay. Don't go out. Don't